Hello everyone, and in this video you will learn how to create a toast notification using React.js, Tailwind CSS and React Router DOM. Now I will demonstrate what we have, but don't get shocked by the ugly design, because the main idea here is to be able to create and use toast notification everywhere in our application. So let's see what we have. So now I am on the contacts page and I can click send message, and as you can see, message sent to contacts. In case of some errors, we have this kind of toast notification. We can click this home and we have the same experience here. So let's get back to the code. So here the main idea is to create a provider that will wrap our whole application. Okay, so here we created this context, and then in our main.jsx file we wrap our application in this provider that we created. It means that all the components of our application will be able to get access to what this provider provides. So let's focus on what we have here. So here we have this const toast context. Here we create a toast context, a special object to hold shared data that can be accessed by any descendant component in the component tree. This line, here we define a custom hook called useToast. The purpose of it provides an easier way for other components to access the toast context data. Then here we define a provider component to wrap parts of the application that need access to the toast logic. Here we create some variables. So we have show toast, by default it is false, toast message it is empty, and toast type by default it is success, because we want to be optimistic, right? Then we have this trigger toast function which accepts message and type. Then it takes this message and set toast message to be the message that is being passed to this function. The same works with type, and then we show our toast. How long will it be? It will be for 3 seconds. You can adjust this value according to your needs. So in a nutshell, this trigger toast function takes a message and type, sets the message type, and shows the toast for 3 seconds. Okay, here as you can see we have these values, show toast, toast message, and so on. So it makes the toast data and trigger function available to any nested components. So as you can see, here we wrap our application. It means that every component of our application, including application itself, will be able to get access to these values. In this case, we have 4 values. And the app itself has 2 components, home and contacts. Okay, then what we have next? Here children represents the app. Then if show toast is true, we want to render this div with these styles. Again, you can style everything according to your needs. And then here we just show toast message. Here are some styles. We make it to be fixed. Always it will be in the right bottom corner. Then we just style it. Okay, and then for example, let's take a look at this app.jsx. Here we have some navigation and our routes. For example, we can click this contacts, and here we access the trigger toast function using useToast hook. So simply by doing it, we'll be able to get access to this trigger toast function. Here, as you remember, we provide it in this value property. Okay, then we just created some local functions, handle send and handle fail. We just imitate success and failure, and in case of success we provide the first argument, which is message sent to contacts, and we explicitly say that it will be success. It means that the message will be this message and the type will be success. And in case of failure, we provide this message and this type. And as you remember, here, if toast type is success, then it will be green. In all other cases, it will be red. So let's test it one more time. So now we are in the home page, and as you can see, everything seems to be working. And in the contacts page, everything is working as well. So that's why we need to use this provider and wrap our application inside this provider, so that any descendant component in the component tree will be able to get access, for example, to this trigger toast function, and everywhere in our application we will be able to use this notification. Okay, that's it guys. If you need the source code, you'll be able to get access to it in the video's description. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet.